Good morning, viewers. Be gathering with us in BBC News program, which will provide you the real news, which is taken factually from the field, either from national or international. I am Aisya will accompany you about 5 minutes later with many kinds of information. Well, let's begin the news today. Pandemic causes economic crisis that impact education in Indonesia. Viewers, education is stable for every human being. A good education can benefit yourself and others. There is not a single country in the world that ignores the education sector in polluting its country. However, in Indonesia itself, there are still many people who don't get proper education, especially children and the younger generation. Many things are the cause of uneven education for people in Indonesia. One of them is the economic crisis due to COVID-19. As we already know, COVID-19 has spread throughout the country in various parts of the world, including Indonesia. COVID-19 is a non-natural disaster that is closely related to human health. COVID-19 is a virus that is so dangerous, not only threatening public health but also the community economy and education. Quote from Tribunnews.com, the Ministry of Manpower said there were 29.4 million people affected by this COVID-19 pandemic. That number includes those affected by job cuts, being laid off without pay to reduction in working hours and wages. There are 29.4 million people affected by this pandemic, but those who are laid off reduce their working hours. This is a very difficult situation actually, said Secretary General of Ministry of Manpower Anwar Sanusi in online discussion on Saturday, 27 March 2021. Many people affected by layoff are the backbone of families and even have children who are still in school. Of course, this has a great impact on children's education, especially with the policy to learn to teach from home issued by the Ministry of Education and Culture to suppress the spread of COVID-19, which is increasingly widespread every day. With this policy, students are required to have enough internet access to access learning. At the time of the economic crisis due to COVID-19, many families feel burdened by this policy, especially from the families of students who have to spend money for adequate internet access. So many students will drop out of school due to their families' economic problems. Quote from Kompas.com, Commissioner of Indonesian Child Protection Commission KPI Retno Listiarti said the number of children dropped out of school was quite high during the COVID-19 pandemic. This was confirmed but not based on the result of KPI monitoring in various regions. KPI actually found field data that showed the dropout rate was quite high, especially for children from poor families, Retno said in writing statement on Saturday, 6 March 2021. The existence of education is very closely related to economic growth in Indonesia, either directly or indirectly. At the time of the COVID-19 pandemic, education should continue as effectively as possible, because education is the most important part of the national development process that starts from family education. In addition, education is also an economic benchmark of family and country, because educated human resource will be the main capital for national development, especially for economic development. Viewers, that's all the news today, and don't forget to comply with health protocols. Finally, I'm Aisya and all of crew of BBC News program. We say thank you and see you next time.